What really did the report throw up? And it is very important to note that about 76% and upwards of 76% of the business leaders who were surveyed and assessed were strongly convinced that digital workspaces will not just enhance cost optimization, but will also help them develop competitive abilities in what really promises to be a hyper digital, hyper compete world. Equally, 53% of respondents felt that endpoint modernization by itself and the modernization of the endpoint infrastructure would significantly enhance the productivities that IT personnel are today being able to generate. And last but not the least, and these are of course just a few from the very many that you will see on the report, which is up for downloads on the platform, is that about 25% of business leaders are willing to commit within the next 6 months upwards of 10% of their budgets in order to create digital workspaces. Now, while all of this is interesting, I'd also like to jump in here into what organizations from various sectors in our industry are saying. Is what we did here really across these 6 key verticals out of the 13 diverse verticals that we looked at was what is the priority of KPIs that organizations would like to measure in terms of the priorities if digital workspaces were to be made a reality and deployed within their organizations. Now, as you see, there are 5 fundamental KPIs, which are productivity gains, an enhanced rate of innovation, very, very important in today's day and age. The satisfaction index of employees, again, another very, very critical highlight point that reflects on how enthused and how engaged employees are within organizations for them to be able to obviously deliver superior results in a consistent manner. Growth in revenues, which are key financial metrics, and last but not the least, an improved time to market, which is a reduction in the time to market and therefore be able to compete better. What we clearly saw was that organizations by and large seem to believe that the ability to enhance productivity is a key business metric, which is why you see it gain prominence across industries from banking and financial sector to manufacturing, healthcare, IT, ITES, retail, which is soon going to open up all over again, and utilities and energy. But further down, what you see in this ranking really is the levels of priority that each sector or vertical would give to the key business metrics or the KPIs if digital workspaces were really to be made live and deployed. So while this is there, it's also important to look at what the future of work sentiment by itself was. And this is very, very interesting, is that 34% of organizations believed that creating digital workspaces and modernizing endpoints and creating a future of work concept within their organization would help collaboration enhance to a degree where business gains would be much, much more effective and credible. Equally, 29% felt that creating digital workspaces, allowing employees to work agnostic of time and space and geographical borders really in what is really today a borderless world, would help them compete better in a hyper digital world. 23% equally felt that the concept of future of work or creating future of work concepts and models would really help become a very key pillar in the overall transformational journey that they had. And last but not the least, 14% of organizations had already embarked on a future of work journey or a digital workspaces journey and had already started reaping the business benefits from having created and deployed digital workspaces for their employees.